Good evening. People up and down Vancouver Island who need to reach out to a crisis line will soon be dialing a number in Nanaimo. The Vancouver Island Heath Authority has selected an organization in the Harbour City to be the island's only crisis line provider. A-News reporter Brent Shearer has more on the story. He joins us now in our Mid-Island Bureau with details. Brent.
Hudson, that selection was made this week following a request for proposal process, or RFP process. The decision to go with one crisis line provider out of 6 on Vancouver Island means the remaining 5 organizations will likely be forced to close. Nanaimo's Central Island Crisis Society will soon be taking resumes. The organization is looking to hire after being picked by the Vancouver Island Heath Authority as the island's sole crisis line provider.
We've been around for 40 years. We're one of the few crisis lines in the province that already answer provincial calls on the 1-800 suicide line, and recently the mental health information line. Our staff, I've been with our centre for 18 years.
In October, VIHA announced its plan to consolidate the island's 6 crisis lines into a single provider. At the time, the Health Authority said its goal was to reduce costs and increase efficiency.
We feel that we can offer a very accessible service by using a 1-800 number, and it'll be more cost-effective by going to a single provider.
The decision to go with one provider means organizations like Port Alberni's QS Crisis Line will lose the majority of its funding. Without VIHA's money, the remaining 5 crisis lines on the island from Port Hardy to Victoria will struggle to remain open and likely close at the end of March.
This has been a really difficult process for all involved, and my heart goes out to my fellow colleagues who really have to put a lot of energy into how they're now going to fund those additional programs.
But the deal isn't done yet. VIHA and the Central Vancouver Island Crisis Society still need to sign a contract.
Well, we're very excited. I want to say this is a company, an organization with 40 years of crisis line experience, and so we're currently negotiating a contract with them, and we hope that will be signed this week.
Funding all 6 crisis lines cost VIHA about $900,000 a year. By moving to one, it estimates it will save about $250,000. There's still plenty of details to be worked out, and we'll be getting more information once the contract is actually signed. The Central Vancouver Island Crisis Line will begin its island-wide service on March 1st. Hudson?
All right. Brent Shearer reporting for us tonight in Nanaimo. Brent, thank you.
You're welcome.